Welcome everyone to Campaigns and Concoctions, where we are a bunch of yabbering yeomen who like to drink and play TTRPGs.
Ooh.
Yeah. Out on this one, yo. Thank you so much for joining us on this adventure of cooperative storytelling. As always, if you would like to engage with us in a more interactive fashion, please click the links below. There you will find links to the Discord, the Instagram, coming soon Patreon, all this kind of stuff. Just keep attention to the socials and especially the Discord. We have a surprisingly active Discord for a fairly small server, and it's like every day there's someone posting, there's someone asking questions. It's awesome. There's a lot of it's really fun, dude. The mini painter talent in that server.
Oh my god.
Fucking unreal. So shout out to what is it? Inrook, I believe, is our main guy. Man, holy shit, is he amazing.
Inrook does some amazing minis.
Yeah. So
big ones too.
Yeah. It's absolutely bullshit how good those people are at painting.
I know, right? It's ridiculous.
Right.
If his table is listening, I apologize for some of the trauma.
Right.
There's a good chunk of that's my fault.
All right. So we don't have any shout outs except for I just want to say a big heartfelt thank you guys to everyone who's out there listening. I know if you're listening as these are releasing right now, everything feels kind of fucked, but know that we are here for you. We love you. Life is gonna get better. Trust me, I believe it. And if not, punch a Nazi in the face.
We all support punching Nazis.
Yeah.
Open hand strike if you're not used to punching. It'll be
Don't break your fingers.
Don't break your hand. Right? Like, don't tuck your thumb.
You wouldn't be surprised how easy.
Nazi punching 101. Thumbs out.
You can kick them. Kicking's good too.
All right, what are we drinking, y'all?
I'm going to do mine real fast because I'm not redoing the recipe. I just made another dirty date. I tagged it in Discord, so you can just click the link and scroll up to the recipe. It's just a great drink for the kind of weather we're having right now, which is cold and shitty.
Yep. It sure is.
I'm about to crack open an innocent gun. It is the original single malt cask beer. It is an import from Scotland. This was left in my fridge by my buddy Drew, who really likes it, and I already had one. It's tasty.
Sounds tasty.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good.
So, yay beer.
All right, and I made a mimic tail. So we have a mimic cocktail here. It is called the Ginger Ninja, or Ginger Ninja. I should change it. It should be Ginger Ninja. Yeah. So it is 1.5 ounces of the pear ginger shrub. You can see the apothecary. Nate made it. It's delicious. 1 ounce of agave seed lip. Which is the non-alcoholic tequila adjacent flavor.
Agave distillate.
It's my favorite one out of all this.
It's really good.
It's
and it
so
tastes
yummy.
the closest to what it's supposed to be.
Yes. I think that's what it's the best thing.
It very much tastes like agave.
1/2 ounce of
Agave.
concentrate from IKEA. I don't know where else you find it, but I was like, I was at IKEA and I was like, yeah, I want that.
Fuck it.
Yeah, and it gives it a really nice mouthfeel, as Jared was saying earlier. 2 dashes of cranberry bitters for fees.
Cranberry bitties.
Cranberry bitties. I'm going to call that from now on. One thing to note, if you're making NA cocktails and you're really, really concerned about whether or not it's NA or not, like Angostura Bitters has a little bit of alcohol in it. Well, it's actually a lot by concentration. But Fees bitters, the Fees brand, the one that comes in the light tan wrapping paper, those ones are non-alcoholic bitters. So if you're ever looking for that. And then I also garnished it with a bunch of this mint. And there was, that's you're not going to see it.
The lights too bright, guys.
Nope.
There we go. It's getting better.
Yeah,
that's the chocolate bitters they make. Yeah. That's my favorite one that they make. That one is so good. So if you get a chance and you're looking to make NA cocktails and you want to be very strict about it, you can always get the Fees. But this drink tastes really nice. It's too fucking cold for tonight, though.
I love it. I don't think there's any such thing as the right season or temperature or time for a drink.
So
it's always the right time for a drink.
I made a tiki rum old fashioned, which has 1.5 ounces of, oh my gosh, Jamaican rum.
Smith and Cross?
No, Hamilton. Not
Hamilton Estate.
Yeah, Hamilton Estate. Sorry, 1/4 ounce of Demerara rum, which is the Hamilton 86. and then a 1/4 ounce of Clement rum agricole, 1 dash tiki bitters, 2 dashes Ango bitters. Express a orange peel and drop it in the glass, and it's delicious.
That sounds so good.
This cocktail was made at Morgan's request. This is the chrysanthemum. I don't know if it's a classic or a neoclassic, but it's
classic. It's from 1916.
There we go. All right. I kind of thought it was. So there's kind of 2 different ways to do this recipe. Both use the exact same ingredients. It's just how big of a drink do you want? So it's 2 parts of dry vermouth, specifically Dolan, the Chambray dry vermouth blanc, I believe is what it's called. And then 1 part Benedictine, and then typically it's 3 drops of absinthe. I don't like to drop absinthe directly into my cocktails because I feel like it kind of overpowers if you do it that way. So I like to aerosolize it onto a frozen glass. So this particular
and that's not a hard thing to do. You just put it in a little spray bottle.
Yeah, just a spritz bottle.
Here,
yeah.
This right here is meant for plants.
Yeah.
This has Malort in it.
Because we're terrible people.
Because we're bad people.
Yeah.
But you can do the same thing with absinthe.
Yep. And it's great.
It's cheapest free. Go for it.
Dear viewer at home, we recently refilled that. We hate ourselves.
Yeah, because we're terrible people. Terrible people. We're like, it's getting low. We should top it off. So this
we'll come back to that because there's actually a story to that.
So this particular one is 2 ounces of the Dolan Blanc, 1 ounce of Benedictine, and then 3 spritzes of absinthe, orange peel express, rub around the rim, drop it in. And then this drink doesn't matter. I'm going to redo it because I'm not happy with it. So I'll talk about it on the next one. But this, excellent suggestion, Morgan.
Yes.
Absolutely delightful cocktail.
I really wanted to drink it, but I'm on a rapid downhill and recovery from illness. So I'm drinking 40 ounces of water. This is my 4th one today.
Nice.
So I'm feeling rough. All right. What you got?
So this was low, and we were taking, I think it was the Christmas break, maybe Thanksgiving, I don't know. I filled it with the No More from Balmer Peak and just sat back and waited to watch everyone spray it in the first time, and it was fantastic because everyone went, "It's worse than I remember." And I was like, because it is.
Did not know you did that, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because the No More is objectively worse than the Malort.
So you're saying this is an infinity Basque No More?
It's an infinity best.
Cask.
Yeah, it's an infinity Basque.
I love it.
Now we need to find more. We need to find more.
There are
artisanal-
more Basques. We will find more artisanal Basque.
We're such bad people.
Well, we can put barrel aged Malort in there as well.
See?
There's
So
a
we
path
started
forward.
on D&D.
Yeah, let's do that.
There's a Malort path forward.
The fact that there is such a thing as barrel aged Malort just means that there is no God.
You know what the best thing about barrel aged Malort is? Actually, there's 2 things. There's 2 things, and I have to tell you, I'm sorry. Number 1 is where the crest for Malort is on the bottle. They just put the initials for barrel aged Malort across it like a sash, which spells BAM, which is just great because correct. The second thing is barrel aging is intended to round out a liquor and to take the sharp edges off of it, to cover up the impurities, and it is in no way better. It is arguably worse.
All right.
If you barrel age it in wormwood, it probably
Exactly. Well, they use their own bourbon barrels, which is not good.
As that's it for the drinks, and
Sorry.
thank you, John, for giving everyone nightmares now.
Here to serve.
All right. Anything else before we get rolling?
No.
All right. The last time that we met, the party engaged in a battle that was how do we put this?
Harrowing at best.
Harrowing at best is a good one. The fact that a scimitar was catapulted into a control panel, which eventually nearly killed everybody. It was excellent. And then after like John said, very, very harrowing battle where 3 massive dragonborn were killed by the repercussions of the exploding control panel, the dude turned from a dude to an adult red dragon, and then eventually a very large person appeared. And I've been saving this joke for a while now. He appears to be the size of Roberto Gilliman, Robert Goldman, to take your pick. As 40K fans out there will get that joke. He reaches up, grabs the mouth of the dragon and pulls it down and looks into his eyes and says, "This is not what I created you for," and then snapped him away. He is bare-chested, in a kilt, and bare feet. Bronze of skin. Black.
Stop, man. You're getting us all hot.
I know.
Worked up there, bud.
Black dreadlocks in a tied in a like kind of pony that goes down his back. Uncomfortably pure white eyes with no irises or anything like that.
No pupil.
No pupil.
Okay.
He just kind of, and as he strides up towards y'all, he just kind of waves his finger, and all of the chaos in the pit ends and everything. And he shrinks a little bit, but he's still a fairly large creature. Like, he's big. Probably at this point, he's gone from probably about 9 feet to 7 feet, And he kind of patronizingly kind of bends down and gets down, eye level with one of y'all and goes, "See, I think I got voices for this." "Well, how did you end up here?" "Nope, it didn't work." No, there it is.
"How did you end up here?"
Oh, that was Skjald.
That was
Skjald.
Oh.
I'm sorry that you have become a part of this.
The red dragon pulled us here. Azel is still laying on the ground.
Yeah, he has not gotten up from prone.
Honestly, harder to hit.
Someone wants to see if that portal's gone.
The portal is still there. Or let me rephrase that. You don't know if it closed, but it is there now. Because you guys were a little busy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sark is actively restraining himself from trying to punch this dude.
Was this thing important, and gestures towards the hole?
I'm not really sure. I haven't been watching my creations as I should have.
Yeah, you created that thing?
Well, technically, I've created everything. At least everything in this space. Your space. Oh, where's my manners? You can call me Ozarin. Or O. Either one's fine.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
Are there yellow bricks anywhere? And or is anything made of emerald in the room?
Tiny people.
Very short orange people.
No. If I can get everyone to roll a quick insight check, please.
No, this is not my insight.
Oh! Who's ready?
How many sorcery points do I got?
Does passive count for anything?
Yeah, passive will count for this one.
Oh, great.
Insight? Yeah, I'm gonna use this sorcery.
Because I'm going to need it.
It's very rare that we use passive insight, but
Oh, we're
It only
Oh,
gives me
passive insight.
It's 10 plus your insight score.
That gives me an 11.
Okay, well that gets me to 13 because I rolled a 5.
You rolled better than I did by a
Why?
lot.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, you rolled twice as good as me.
I rolled 2 3s and for a total of 4.
wow.
Well, I can see that in your hand, John. I understand what's going on now.
What's your passive there, Curtis?
Passive insight would be like 11.
Okay.
better double up on your drinking because I counteracted John's natural one with a nat 20.
There we go. Hey now.
I think I get
All
myself
right.
out of the Malort.
Double drink. Drink, motherfucker, drink twice.
I won't drink it, but cheers. I always have a bottle near me. I'm that guy. So, and then what was yours, Dustin and Nate?
I got an 18.
Ha! Damn. My passive's a 15, which is
Okay.
what I rolled.
So as you all stand there, you just feel the charisma oozing off this dude, and he's also very earnest. Like, he does not seem to be lying. He's just kind of like, yeah, I did a thing. I mean, nothing special, right? So that's kind of where he's at with this. So
When you say created, do you mean like you poured, like concrete foundations, framed the place out? Are you like a general contractor? Like,
There was nothing.
uh-huh.
I was gifted this space, and I decided I wanted to make something.
What do you mean by this space?
Well, I'm assuming y'all must be somewhat familiar with the material plane, the astral, all of this.
Uh-huh.
I made it. That is a special place that was created for me by someone else. They have a name. However, most likely if I was to tell it to you, your eyeballs would explode.
Tight.
I don't have eyeballs.
Yeah, you'd still probably have some repercussions.
Sark, I think this might be the type of thing you're looking to punch. However, I also think it's a bad idea.
Wait, which one of you is Sark?
Start. I take like 2 steps back so I'm farther away from temptation. Like,
I mean, if you really feel like it, I mean, you could give it a shot.
I changed my mind. You should totally punch him.
we need 5 seconds. All right, bets.
Yeah.
Broken hand. I got 3 to 1 on broken hand. To 1,000 gold.
Sark goes straight through him. Straight through him.
Dislocated.
Dislocated shoulder. We got
Yeah,
5 to 1 on
okay.
dislocated shoulder.
Okay, I'm saying no damage to Sark, but the big guy laughs.
Okay.
I'll do 5 to 1 on that. I'll do
I
5
think-
to 1 on that.
I think Sark goes straight through him.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a 2 to 1.
That's good. 2 to 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other bets?
ow. I still
I
don't like
can
my friend.
see
I turn around and walk away.
Say that again.
I said you weren't gonna die.
I suddenly don't like my friends, and I walk over to help out.
What does he mean by sudden?
You had grown on me.
Well,
No, Stark. This is your chance.
I don't think he's gonna do anything if you punch him.
I think when you said you wanted to punch gods, you meant something less than this.
Then the
Can you
god.
bring the red dragon back? I want to punch that.
I don't know if there really is truly gods. I mean, what most of you think of as gods were once mortals.
Yeah, those in particular are the ones that I want to punch.
I might have been mortal at one point. There's a point when you can't remember.
No, he's helping out up at this point.
So Big O,
I like it.
yeah, I mean, I feel like it's accurate. You are very big, and your name is O. Who was that guy? Did you make him? I mean, I'm guessing you made him. You made everything else, right?
Time
Yeah,
to have. And he sits.
he sits cross-legged and just kind of places his hands palm side up on his knees as he sits there.
I think I immediately follow suit.
When I was first gifted this space, I created what I called Librarth. It is the centrality of this entire existence. However, when you create something, there's always a cost. And that cost was dark. It threatened the defenseless things that I had placed there. And so I created a protective bubble that has 2 cities of Fayish energy. But then I created 4 creatures to protect those spaces and to fight off those energies. You might see them as dragons.
Yeah, I was going to ask if they're dragons.
The 4 are Omerth, Balion, Siraseg, and Egu.
Goo.
They also have names: the Warm-Hearted, the Watcher, the Calm, and the Apoplectic. Kind of get a sense of kind of who they are, you know?
Seems pretty descriptive. Yeah.
I got bored. I kind of stopped watching. And I just kind of started thinking. And I lost track of my creations.
That seems irresponsible.
You are not wrong.
Okay. Hey, look, if you can admit it, that's the path to reconciliation, right?
After about 30 millennia, things get boring.
Wait, how long has Librarth existed?
30 millennia-ish.
How far back does our history go? Like our known recorded history.
We should go talk
Recorded
to
history?
Yeah.
Age of Arcana was
So the Age of Arcana was 2 millennia ago, and that's kind of where because that's where
Everything got fucked.
the beginning of the Age of Arcana is when the weave broke,
Right.
and no one has any written records about it.
And we don't know how far back the world went before that because everything basically got fucked up.
Yep.
we fucking do now.
Yeah. How many times has Librarth gone through massive, like, world-shattering cataclysms that caused us to forget thousands and thousands of years of existence?
Maybe twice.
Damn. How long ago did you stop watching?
around the 2nd season.
He was like, the writing's getting really, they're phoning it in.
I was waiting on that one.
Yeah, that was good. It was solid. I liked it a lot. That was really good. They're really phoning it in on this season of Librarth.
Right before what y'all would call the cataclysm.
Yeah. I deserve that.
Thanks, John.
The breaking of the weave. I had began to stop watching. The arrogance and just cruelty of that people disappointed me. And that's why, unfortunately, the world suffered for as long as it did. And when I finally caught sense of what was happening, the world had pulled itself up. And I figured maybe at this point it didn't need me anymore.
You think the level of suffering that currently exists in Librarth is an acceptable level of suffering?
It seems kind of irresponsible.
There's no acceptable level of suffering. However, despite what people think, I'm not omniscient and I'm not omnipotent. And I don't have the ability to solve everyone's problems, despite my desire.
Well, I can forgive you for not being a god in the sense that the priests talk about gods in.
Well, I wouldn't seek your forgiveness
I wasn't asking you to seek it.
because I'm not. I know, but I'm not. I'm not seeking belief or faith. I mean, how many of you have heard of me before?
Literally never. Yeah, no, nope, nothing.
That's by design.
It's fair.
Then what's the point?
I have no idea.
God's a nihilist. Fucking A.
I think I actually like this guy. He's super honest, and it's really refreshing.
He admits his faults,
Right.
and his shortcomings.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's really nice. It's actually not at all what I expected from a extremely powerful creator being.
He's not even humble bragging.
No, he's like genuinely humble and then also sometimes bragging.
Yeah.
Separately.
There's a point where it just doesn't matter anymore. Like, why bullshit? Like, it doesn't get anyone anywhere.
Yeah, I guess if I created entire existences, it's fairly easy to be chill about it, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could.
I could create entire existences.
Yeah, you work hard enough. And
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
have you ever tried to pull yourself up by your bootstraps? It's literally impossible. It's the dumbest saying ever.
Yeah, it's not a thing.
You gotta have a bar between. Never mind.
Yeah.
We had experiments.
No, this existence is cyclical. Someone one day will be able to amass enough power and skill to where I'll be able to gift them a space.
Those are like the Mormons. Me and Dustin were on the same page. That's not just me.
That's my intent, but you are not wrong.
You guys missed me and Morgan talking about Mormons while we were waiting for you to lock in.
That's so funny. That is so funny.
I need
Sorry.
to buy like
We love our
five of those
LDS friends.
fluffy like dice so I can throw them.
Yes, you do.
We love LDS.
We love LDS.
We like the
Friends.
people there.
Yes, our friends who are LDS. Yeah.
So,
So does that mean you know where he's from and points at Sark?
I mean, maybe. Yeah, he stands up.
And sorry, he stands up.
Yeah.
That voice, I did not mean for that voice to come across the way it does. But
Oh
it-
my god, it's so
It's
good.
good.
It's so good.
It's giving me what's the Aquaman vibes? What's his name?
Jason.
Jason
It's got
Mimosa.
kind of that kind of like
Yeah.
soft, fleeting
Yeah.
depth.
So just so you guys know, there at Campaign and Concoction Central, you can do it too on your setup over there. Just so you
That's
know.
fucking great.
Yeah, that comes after March.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But
we have individual mics, yeah.
he slowly stands up and he walks over to Sark, and he kind of gets. I'm sure you've seen it. Like there's tons of like comic books and like graphic novels where like a super powerful being just kind of leans in and gets like super close to the face of one of the main characters and kind of evaluates them. It's like, this is what's happening. Like his
And it's totally dead eye staring him in, like, yep, all right, maybe this is the time.
But like you look and everyone now can notice that not only so his eyes are not just white, they are like Raiden's eyes.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
I was gonna ask.
Which is
I was gonna ask, and I didn't want to. Yeah.
little lightning bolts kind of flashing out and everything, and he kind of. Can I taste you?
He'd hear me the opportunity. I headbutt him. Like, aiming straight here, just like...
Right into the nose and mouth.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Yes.
Morgan's like, I don't need to look to see if he hits.
I know.
It's not an actual 20.
I know that all of our money, all of our currency is coins, but somehow Skeld is waving around bills that don't exist in our reality, trying to swap bets with people.
All right.
Actually, so
I think we all have minor illusion, John.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
not even minor illusion. Here's exactly what happened. You come out to pull out your coins, and you have your coin, and just as it kind of fits the mood, you almost unintentionally create, and bills just kind of pop into existence from your coins, right? Like this is like you're getting the sense that this space that you are occupying is not. So it's not the material plane. It's not the remains of the astral sea. It is someplace else. So what was your roll there, Nate?
17 total.
Yeah, you hit. You have a small indentation in your forehead where you hit his nose.
He just turns around and looks down and goes, "That's new."
Hey man, that was a bit of an odd question. I get it. Like that was weird. I was just gonna lick you, but consent's important.
Consent is important.
I mean, I'm not just gonna lick you, dude. Like that's fucking weird.
Using hard. No. Sorry. I'd let him. Yeah.
What's it gonna hurt?
Well,
Not me
yeah, it's not gonna hurt us
or Patrice.
He pulls off a glove and just holds out the back of his hand.
Nice.
I guess that works. And
It's not something like really like obscene or anything like that. It's just a gentle, like kind of his tongue, just kind of gently caresses the back of your hand.
Is it like a cat's tongue though?
It is rough, like a cat's tongue.
Okay. It's because it makes it more awkward.
He offered the back of the hand too. As he's like,
John, I appreciate your commitment to being like, how can I make this worse?
Yeah, exactly.
So
you're kind of old. Not like old, but like old. Like
he's in his 50s?
I don't know, maybe about 2,200 years.
A little bit more than 50.
yeah.
Like you were created pre-cataclysm, but you're not one of the first. You're definitely not part of the rebellion that needed to be put down.
You could expand on
Can you go back to Rebellion?
Yeah.
The very first of the mechanical wood creatures that were built, what we now call the Warforged, were built just for that. They were forged for war. And they turned upon their masters.
Damn.
It was the first time that the world was broken. You were not one of them, that's for sure. But you are quite ancient compared to your friends.
Yeah, well, waking up out of a coffee table wasn't an experience that I recommend to anyone.
That sounds shitty. Why would you sleep in a coffee table, dude?
You assume it was my choice?
I don't know. I have to make some assumptions. You didn't expound on it. You just said I woke up in a coffee table.
I did.
Technically, you weren't in the coffee table anymore when you woke up.
He's got a point.
Valid.
I mean, I'm pretty weird, but
We found a box. It was being used as a coffee table. I figured out how to open it, and then he was there. You put him together, I think.
That makes a lot more sense, man.
Hey, Big O,
Yeah.
do you like rum?
Who doesn't?
Okay. I pull out glasses from nowhere because I've figured out how this works. For like really non-essential, inconsequential reasons. And I start pouring rum for everybody and just hand out glasses. I do not get up from my cross-legged sitting position, but I do hold the glasses out for everyone if people are not already sitting with me and Big O.
It's fun.
God, I gotta keep remember how to do it. I gotta keep remember to do it. So he, it's funny because it's not like quite like a shot glass.
Yeah.
When he holds it, but it's like an extra small rocks glass with his hand. It's like this. He's like holding it like this.
Yeah.
It's a port glass.
Yeah. He's
It's
holding
like a
a port glass with no stem.
Yeah.
Where did this come from?
This comes from some of our friends' homes, Esaway and Patrice. It's a place called Haven in Librarth. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a haven for the lost, the world-weary, the downtrodden, the oppressed to escape. And it's some of the best rum that Librarth has to offer.
Yeah, does the name Levinar mean anything to you?
That was a big dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we live on his corpse.
Yeah, it's his skull. The mayor, governor, mayor lives in his skull.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the mayor's fine.
Uber.
Yeah,
I remember Lebanon. Pretty cool dude. It's a
he's
bummer.
super dead. Super
I
dead.
mean, he's not
I mean-
super dead.
I mean, it's been a while.
He's mostly dead.
Essentially,
Wave.
other than my four.
I've gotten some cool fucking powers from him. He's not that dead.
I mean,
Oh, gotcha.
after enough time, everyone dies when I'm around them because I just kind of live forever.
Oh, I thought it was because you kill people. That was
Oh,
I'm
no.
glad you clarified.
I only kill people if they really deserve it.
Ugh, we should go.
Yeah, but like you could go. That I'd still be able to do it.
Also valid.
I'm sorry, not meant to be a threat. My bad.
You created the material plane. That means you kind of created time, so you kind of are killing people.
Oh.
That is very existential. I like you.
I'm not sure if I like you yet.
Okay.
Most of us like Al.
Well, I'm gonna have to go fix this.
Real quick, what is it that you're fixing, and what are you doing to fix it? Just out of curiosity, as an extremely interested party in all of what's happening.
I think Egu deserves a little bit of time, and there's this place that I can put him where he won't have any impact on anyone other than himself. And maybe a couple of millennia will give him a chance to cool his jets and not try to essentially destroy everything.
You're putting one of the foundational, fundamental things that you put into place to protect our universe into timeout?
I mean, I guess you could put it like that.
Also, you're expecting someone you named the apoplectic to calm down.
Yeah. He was pretty calm for the first 25 millennia.
He's definitely not calm now.
He is definitely not. That was way not cool, man.
Are you going to replace him with somebody?
Yeah, I was so
Well, so the Balion, he has this organization. He recruits from some people in Librarth, and they become celestials, angels, and they've been kind of taking over Egu's space for a while because he's been kind of neglecting his duties. So I think that's why he's so angry, is because he's neglecting the anger of the universe, and that kind of balanced him out.
Seriously, can you bring him back? I want to punch him.
It would be I'm just saying, it would be very magnanimous of you if you brought him back long enough for Sark to punch him. It's also been a really big, like, it's a scientific thing, and I don't know how important that is to you, but like Sark and Elle are trying to understand the universe around them, and we have this theory about Sarks per square inch. And if we could test that theory.
The whole time he's saying this, Elle is just shaking his head. Not in exasperation, just in the like,
This is
everything
not
you're
going to
saying
work.
is wrong.
Exactly, yeah.
As he's
Literally
saying this,
everything you just said
SOA
is
is
correct.
taking the never-ending rum flask from Gerald and just pouring. Right? Just like, oh my god.
SOA, good call. It never empties.
So, Sark, you watch as he kind of just locks eyes with you and just kind of, curls his finger in that come here motion. And he points kind of like off a little, not like directly in front of him, but off to the side a little bit. And he says,
You ready?
Yeah, sir. Definitely is like, oh, all right.
he reaches up and he snaps and he grabs a hold of the mouth of Egu and pulls it down square into the face.
Go.
I feel like this is
Do I
an
get a
advantage.
full round?
Say again?
Do I get a full round? 6 seconds?
Yeah.
Sweet.
And,
So
and
that's-
add advantage because he's grappled by the creator of existence, right? Just
Sure.
okay, good.
Okay, so that's 6 attacks.
Just
I'm
putting it out
blowing
there.
my action.
Hell yes, you are.
Grappled by the big OG.
By the OG.
Let's see,
Big
that's-
OG. Big O.
First one is 22.
Yep.
Oh. Second one, 15.
That misses.
Action 6. Yeah. 25.
Yep.
So 8 total. Right? 6. Okay.
Damn it. Almost. 29.
Yep.
17.
No.
That's your sixth one. Sixth one? Okay. The 14 for that one.
No. I was really hoping for like a natural 20, man. I got a shot.
There it is.
There we go.
So
Total of four strikes. 4 strikes.
The shot of cough medicine.
I was gonna
Yay.
say.
Hey, that's not a bad deal.
Sipping
The
lean.
low one on that one was 17, too.
Dusty, man.
Yeah.
God damn it, it works though.
Sure do.
All right, so I think that was 4 hits.
4 hits, yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Roll some fucking damage. dude.
Final one being a nat 20, by
Yeah.
the way, which is so poetic.
How many times can thoughts and prayers get? Like, do they
Every
every time they
yeah.
strike, they do
They
the
count as unarmored.
special damage?
Yeah.
Cool. 6. Need some d6s? Got a whole bunch.
Yeah, because mine are at a different room at the moment. So, 1, woo, 2, 3, 4. No more.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, 4. Wait, no, I do need 2 more.
You need 2 more, yeah.
For the nat 20. There we go.
ND6?
You just fireball a dragon in the face. He's
Yes.
a monk.
And then, so for 4 hits, what's your mod to the damage?
5. So that's
5 times
20,
4,
20.
20. So plus 20.
20, 30, 39, 59 damage.
Is that
Okay.
with the thoughts and prayers added
Yeah.
damage? Okay.
That's half the d6s are.
Gotcha. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I didn't know if it was just a mod or if it was a dice.
Yeah, you watch is like, so you guys watch is like, it's like Mike Tyson in his prime, dude. Like pop, 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 like fast and hard, like, bam, right into the grill of Egu. And eventually, like, he gets done, like, you fucked him up pretty good. Like, he's still okay, but like he's fucked up. Like, he's barely hanging on.
Yeah, I think that felt pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah.
So good to watch.
It was great.
And like I don't know if you guys have ever watched like an old farmer, an old rancher who's got like that super stubborn steer, and they can just get a hold of him and just kind of like like that's what's happening right now, right?
Well, I think it's about time I take this dude back. Thanks for the drink. Thanks for putting me onto this bullshit. Hope to never see you around. Or maybe for a drink in Haven.
Anytime, Big O.
Always welcome.
As he snaps and just they both, and then the place that you're in disappears as well, and you find yourself back in the hallway of the prison of Ravenhold.
Do I have Agu's blood on my knuckles currently?
Yes, you do.
Oh, got a vial?
Hang on, and walks into the room. All of his shit is still in the bedroom.
I remember that.
On the floor. It's all on the ground in the room.
Great memory there. As Elle comes back out with a vial and they're collecting, that's where we're gonna take a break for the evening.
There we go.
And we'll be back in just a few moments. Stick around and see what happens next.
Boom.
Welcome back, everyone, to Campaigns and Concoctions, where we're just fine.
It's fine. Wow. We're fine.
I already think it's February because that's the mood I'm in. It's February.
It's fine. It's fine.
Fucking
There's
February.
a lot more there. It was pretty funny. It's funny to us, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, right. That matters.
All right, y'all. What are we drinking?
I'll go first. I made a mocktail. It was 4 ounces pineapple juice, ½ ounce demerara syrup, ½ ounce orgeat that I made, and then like I threw 5 or 6 lime wheels in the shaker tin because we don't have lime juice, and that's what I had from last night, and some pebble ice, and shook it and poured it in a glass, and it's delicious.
It's super yummy.
Yeah, it came out
It's
really
really
good.
pretty too.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Great glass choice.
Oh, sorry,
Thanks
3
for-
dashes or 2 dashes cherry bitters, which is why it's red, and 2 dashes Ango.
Nice.
Nice.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
It really rounded it
I put whiskey into a
It's
glass
almost the same.
with ice.
Tastes good though. 4-part cocktail.
Mhm.
Because you have ice.
There you go. Yeah. 4 parts.
Glass,
That's
ice, air,
crushing it.
booze.
Yeah, there you go. 4 parts.
I'm not crushing it. It's cubed ice.
That's good. That was good. So this is a chrysanthemum riff. I wanted to use Dolan Rouge, which is the sweet red Dolan vermouth, but we didn't have it. It still tastes really good the way that it is. So used the Dolan Blanc again. Did an ounce of Dolan Blanc, 3/4 of an ounce of Benedictine, 3/4 of an ounce of Palo Cortado sherry, and 1/2 ounce of Remy Martin cognac. Still did the absinthe spritz, 3 spritzes into the glass, stirred this, strained it in, orange twist. Turned out really good. As Nate said, it's got some nice, like, nutty kind of chocolate notes to it. Very tasty drink. The other one's still kind of trash.
Better trash. Okay.
Better than the last time, but still nothing I'm going to talk about.
I'm very excited for a couple of weeks when I can drink this cocktail once it's actually palatable.
Yeah. It'll be good in about a month.
Do you want to talk about your mocktail? Oh, okay. I'm drinking 19 Crimes Red Blend, rum aged in 30 days.
Who would have thought that Snoop Dogg would be very good at finding red wine?
I mean, it doesn't surprise me.
It doesn't surprise me, but it was. I mean, he's famous for gin and juice, dog.
Yes, he is.
Exactly.
I have made many a gin and juice cocktail.
I was gonna say, how many cocktails have we named after that song at this point?
I've used 3 to 5 words of almost every verse in that song.
Right.
Laid back. Wait.
Mind on my money.
Yeah, my money on my mind.
Laid back.
There we go. There we go. That's where it's at.
And that's it. That's the end of the campaign. It's been
Right.
Honestly, I mean,
Goodbye now. Goodbye.
all right, y'all. So as you guys now have, you watch as Elle is collecting the blood of, well, an adult red dragon isn't necessarily correct anymore. You guys are back in the prison wing of Ravenhold. What are you guys doing?
Is the body still in there somewhere?
Yeah.
No, it's
All right.
wrapped on the floor currently.
Can we get what we can for and get the fuck out of here?
Got enough?
I was just gonna pull thoughts on prayers off, wrap them up, and then start shoving stuff in the bag of holding so they can leave.
The new
Sark
bag of
picks
holding
up-
or the old bag of holding?
No, the old
The
one
new one.
disappeared.
Yeah, the old ones don't exist.
Sark just picks up the body and shoulders it and gets ready to move out.
All right.
Also, weren't we in the middle of a conversation with somebody before?
Oh, we
cut
were
off by
talking
that
to
guy?
Prosperin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where is that coin? It disappeared.
Make an investigation check for me, please.
Is anyone helping me?
I'll help.
Okay.
Oh no!
Oh, that really doesn't count. That's gone. Nice. I'm not L. Not L. Still a 16.
Okay. You watch as Elle starts putting things away, and you're not really seeing it, and then all of a sudden, out of the corner of your eye, underneath the drawing table, you see a little glint, and then you can find the coin, very much hidden away, like in Constantine. I'm all about references today, man. That's a great movie. Love that movie.
Sark will bend over, pick up the coin, and be like, we'll be back. We'll talk then. And then just puts it back in his Nine Brothers medallion on the backside.
Okay.
You said this to Prosperin?
Yeah, like I sent it through the coin, like, we're back. We'll see you soon. Click.
Sid's like kind of aghast for the first time. She like thinks about looking down at her tattoo. Is a goo still missing from the middle of her tattoo?
Yep.
Damn, crazy.
Do you say anything about that?
Not right now, no.
Okay. Super fair.
So which way are we going to get back to the ship? Because I kind of want to jump out the big hangar bay and then try to get back to the ship. But that also seems like a really bad idea.
Anyone want to carry the body? I'm down to try.
Yeah. Remember those? You remember those manta rays we saw?
Yeah.
I could turn us into some.
It's not like the ship is that far away. Like
I was gonna say, are we?
on the Institute?
Yeah, it's docked. How long were we gone?
We should go find out.
Yeah, let's just go.
So
Are we not grabbing the body? I can
Yeah, he's carrying
Got
it.
across
Yeah.
Sark's shoulders.
Yeah.
Like he's,
Oh, you
got
can.
an
Oh,
arm
you've
that's
got it all
carrying
by
it.
yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like
I thought you
he's
had
got an
to-
arm through one of the bounds of stuff, like holding it, and then it's just laying across his shoulders. He's like, "You need this?"
Yeah, let's go.
So you guys just going straight back upstairs?
For now,
Yeah.
we know how to get back here. We can play later.
Was there any rooms that we didn't investigate that we could have?
There's a bunch. I mean, it's a fairly large facility, but I mean, based off of what you found, I don't know if you guys would be that interested in it.
Yeah.
I mean, there really wasn't much other outside of Ovisium's room.
Right.
We found the part they were using as a prison. We glanced at the rest of it.
A lot of it, if you remember, a lot of it was administration.
Yeah. We looked at those boxes on the dock already as well before we came out here. So
Do we have a flag?
we should have a flag.
If we don't, we should plant one in this vacant lot.
No flag, no country.
Yeah. So
You
like, we
can't have
should,
one.
how do we make this ours? Do we just say so and then it is? How does that work?
Do we want this to be ours?
I don't know. It seems like a pretty cool place.
It seems like a terrifying place.
Do we think anyone else is coming here anytime soon?
I think we go back to the ship and we all design our own flags, and then we can, have a conversation about which flag we're going to use.
Can I yield that and just claim the other dimensional space we found his X in?
Say that again?
Can I yield that and just claim the extra dimensional space that we found his, and points at Skjold, his X in,
Delilah?
as mine?
I mean,
It started to collapse.
Oh, that's why there's an X on those maps.
Sarge just heads to the boat at that. Just like, nope, I'm done.
Skjold looks at SOA and goes, exactly, and starts to follow Sark.
So I'm pretty sure Richter already claimed this island, and I'm not going to fight him for it.
Oh, well, yeah, no, that's silly. It's just got really interesting architecture.
I'm sure he'll let us visit. We do work for him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, it also seems like a good place
Yeah,
to
we
like.
work for his daughter. It's the same thing.
We work for with
If at any point in this conversation I feel like we're within 500 feet of the boat, I'm just dimension dooring back and I'm grabbing whoever's closest to me.
Patrice is walking relatively close to SOA, trying to engage her in conversation.
Yeah. So I'm just yeeting Patrice out of the conversation. And be like, we're back on the damn boat.
Oh, okay. Well,
as the two of you appear, you see Prosperin standing on the deck.
greetings.
That got really intense.
So the rest of you all aren't there yet. So, but she's like, yeah, I got a little worried.
Yeah, we're not going to be there for 17 minutes. I did
Yeah.
I was ready for a fight now because two people just fucking disappeared.
Sark's oblivious. He's leading the party. He doesn't know the back of the party. Like, a third of the party disappeared behind him. He's just like trudging with a body across his shoulder.
He'll hear L.
Okay, so we found Elysium.
Okay.
We got the body. It's on its way back.
Okay.
Just been trying to get out of there before anything else, other fucked up thing happened. Does a goo mean anything to you?
I mean, the name does sound somewhat familiar.
It's a dragon. It's one of like the 4 dragons that I think are supposed to be important.
Like the warm-hearted?
No.
It's not that one, but it's one of them.
One of them? One of those?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it didn't like that we were getting his body. And then it took us somewhere and tried to kill us. And then some big dude showed up and stopped it, and I think his name was O.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, whatever you did, because right after you guys got cut off from me, all of the old ruins that we could see in all of our organizations, people were reporting that they were getting lit up, that they were starting to function again. And then right before your robot called me, they shut off.
Is that good?
It has to be good because now we don't have to worry about whatever was popping.
So wait, something turned them on?
Well, that was kind of our concern, was that something, I think what has been happening is that the things that you have been finding have been awakened or were in the process of being awakened. And I think it may have been this Agu. At this point, everyone's starting to, return back to the ship.
Shortest 17-minute conversation of all time.
It was more like 5. I forgot to multiply by 6 seconds. I'm
I was
sorry.
about to say, if it takes you 17 minutes to walk 500 feet, no.
No, it should have been about like 4 or 5 minutes.
I mean, Skull probably has a peg leg or some shit. How fast can he move?
Who knows? Even Skeld doesn't know.
I was gonna say.
Hey man, role play. Let me have it. I don't want to take too long, man.
I'm fucking around. I'm sorry.
So
As soon as Stark sees Prosper, he goes, huh, sooner than expected.
well, you worried me, and y'all have a teleportation circle here.
Aw, you were worried?
Yeah, usually when I don't hear from you, you guys do stupid things.
Oh, we did.
Did anything happen in the material plane? Like, it didn't
Yeah.
break or something, did it?
All of the ruins and mechanical devices and everything that you all had found, plus others that we had found, began to turn on. And
Well, that seems like a good thing.
no,
Not a good
I
thing.
have a feeling that was not going to be a good thing.
Oh,
And then right before Sark, you called me, they turned off,
Which
and they seem to not be able to turn back on again. Period.
Oh, good. That's what I broke.
Oh yeah.
that seems like a good
no
thing.
more memories.
Oh.
Wow.
So based on what O said, do you think those were your memories now, or do you think those were like remnants from this older group of sentients?
As Sark like lifts the body and like sets it down reverently in front of Prosperin, he looks up and goes, "It's a mixed bag. I have a feeling. I don't know which ones are necessarily mine."
Do we think there's a way to get a hold of Big O?
No.
No. Since he said he didn't respond to prayers, I doubt it.
Well, I wasn't talking about fucking whispering into the night.
Maybe,
Like,
maybe.
Besides trying to eliminate his reality,
Yeah.
okay,
He seems to
you
be
make some
aware
good points.
of. Maybe
But like if he created the space, it would stand to reason that he didn't live here.
I don't know. Like, if I built a house, I'd probably live in it.
But like there might be other places he could go.
Yeah, that's fair.
But do you want to live at work?
Ooh.
I've done that. I don't like that.
Ooh.
I'm a pirate, so I do.
I was gonna say,
However,
I'm gonna point
We
out
all live at work.
we all live at work.
Well, I can rectify a little bit of that if you don't mind. Captain McKenzie, if you wouldn't mind, let's head home.
Also, we figured out their birth is, what, 30 millennia old?
30 millennia.
32.
Yeah. 32. 32.
Oh,
No, it was 30. We just know about 2 of it.
Yeah.
which apparently I predate.
Yeah. And he also
Kind of had.
they also talked about a 2 cataclysms of sorts.
Yeah, at least 2.
At least 2.
The Warforged Uprising was the first one, which is older than Sark. And then
There was the cataclysm.
that we know.
Cataclysm. Yeah.
From
That
the Age
is
of Arcana.
The breaking of magic
Yeah.
thing.
that Sark is older than.
Yeah.
Have you been licked by a god?
Oh, I'm working on a song right now called Godlick.
Are you being literal right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very uncomfortable for all of us.
I was
All of
comfortable.
my work is literal.
It was very uncomfortable for everybody but Skjald.
That's
That's the greatest thing I've seen.
Yeah, Skeld and Al.
not a sentence I had on my bingo card.
No.
What's bingo?
It's a game we play in Bergheim. Don't worry about it.
That checks out.
It's a dog's name.
Was he like friends with a farmer by any chance?
Potentially.
All right.
I'm gonna smack both of y'all.
You got to come down to this side of the mountains.
Boo.
So I welcome it. Come smack me.
So the ship, the Shirlene, begins to make its way, and excuse me. But instead of taking the long route that it took you guys to get here, the couple of days, it seems that Prosperin is directing Captain McKenzie to get to where other ways are, and so very quickly you find yourself exiting the Astral Sea, and where you find yourself is not in Haven, but back in Bergheim, there in the Syndicate. You know, where you guys spent all that time in Tinkermere. So Bergheim's the huge plateau that had where the Lord Richter sets.
Yeah.
So we could travel through this in between-ish, what was it, the astral sea?
The astral sea.
And then we could through our normal sea.
If you have somebody who knows how to get through it.
So Prosper looks at you, Patrice, and says, "You can actually go a lot of places in the astral sea. It connects to all of the outer and inner planes. It connects to the material. It connects to the in between. There's some say that there's ways out into other dimensions."
So okay,
So we could go meet other O's.
yeah.
Well, I think all of this is under one O. It all falls under one big O.
But he got given this by somebody, so there's another O out there somewhere.
Right. But I think it's outside of what we can reach from here.
Unless
In
become
this-
out of
Unless we take the boat somewhere else.
I mean, I'm down to go somewhere else.
At this point, the ship is docked. You guys are having these conversations, and it's just kind of like it's just kind of like randomness at this point,
Yeah.
right? And it's funny how easily that Prosperin just kind of re-steps in to be command of the ship.
Yeah.
Even though it's like it's still yours, she's not trying to take it, but like she gets the sense that someone else needs to be in charge right now because y'all are just kind of like all over the place.
Oh yeah.
We're all a little shocky right
we
now.
we met the creator of existence as we
Right.
know it. We're a
We're all-
little out of it.
We're a little in shock.
And
We're a little drunk,
That's
or we're
the
very
other-
drunk.
Say that again, Matt. I'm sorry.
I said we're a little in shock, we're a little drunk, or we're a little in shock and we're very drunk.
right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I was still mostly electrocuted.
Yeah. Also got hit in the head a few times.
Yeah. Yes. Most of us died.
Yeah.
I took more damage from my own headbutt than I did most of the rest of the fight.
I said most of us, Sark.
At this point, Prosperin is kind of guiding you into the dining room.
Which is necessary.
And she's obviously called ahead. There's a phenomenal spread laid out. And she said, "I just wanted this to be a pit stop. Because I think at this point, you have fulfilled all of your obligations to me. And honestly, I think having talked to the manager, other than you two," and she points to Elle and Sark, you have fulfilled your obligations to him as well. I think at this point, it's time for us to leave the Shirlene and y'all to your own devices.
Quick question.
Answer.
Does that mean that you do not currently and will not in the future have jobs for us? Because we're always down to fuck some shit up for money.
You can always give me a holler. But I think at this point, it'd just be kind of freelance, small work. But I think that felt really big.
Agreed.
The
We always do a
last
job by job kind of consulting type of deal.
The last time this happened was about 20 years ago, and the group that my father hired had to kill 4 liches because they were trying to completely undermine the free will of the entire syndicate. Like, that's what this fucking felt like.
Yeah, we didn't get to kill the dragon god thing, but he's in timeout for the next couple thousand years, probably.
Yeah, big timeout. Real big timeout.
I mean, going back to the Age of Arcana kind of time frame of timeout, right?
Stark punched him 4 times. It was great. Right in the face.
So what I'm saying is, you eat up. You got my number. But I think y'all deserve a little bit of a respite.
Al's already shoving food in his face.
I think it's time for the 6 of you to go and figure some things out, because I know there's some other things that you need to solve. And I think saving the world, you don't need to worry about that anymore.
To be fair, I don't think any of us were worried about saving the world because it wasn't on our radar. I don't think that's what we intended to do.
We saved the world.
Out of curiosity though, was there a bonus structure in place? for saving the world. I don't remember the contract that I signed verbatim. I'm just.
Sarge starts picking up food and drink and is just like, maybe we should start focusing on saving ourselves.
I don't know if that's possible, sir.
Look at Sark. Oh.
Whoa.
Needle.
Woof.
Needle.
Woof.
Sark Skeld very pointedly avoids eye contact with Sark after that comment.
You watch as Prosperin reaches into so fresh reminder, she does wear generally a brown set of slacks, brown double-breasted waistcoat, white dress shirt buttoned all the way up, and a long kind of like a brown trench coat. She reaches into her trench coat, pulls out a whistle, and one of the many servants of the Lord Richter appear, and they have a cart with them that is full of bags, heavy bags. She says, I don't think you need to worry about the bonus. And she points to it, and it's one of them opens, and it is nothing but platinum.
Yeah, I think that'll cover it.
It's time to go buy a navy.
I do want to say, as of now, the 6 of you are all citizens of Bergheim in the plateau.
Oh, that's pretty tight.
Call on me as you need.
Quick
And
question.
She actually, before you even get that out, she actually exits. Kind of leaves you to be.
Is there anyone who maybe represents her in any way around?
What is it that you're looking for?
What is the immigration policy of Bergheim?
Oh no.
No.
Wasn't the country that you hated that had a navy? Looking at Skeld.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there is.
Ainsworth.
There's a country that I hate that we should all hate.
That we ripped off.
There's also there's also your
My marks.
orc best friend, or your orc friend who's looking for her best friend.
Yeah.
Yep.
So those are all kinds of things that you guys have in front of you.
Would it be easier to find your friend with a navy?
Like if we had an armada.
We could
per se.
send our 4 fastest
Sid
ships.
realizes people are talking to her, and she goes, I killed my tattoo. Or part of it.
I think it was Sark who killed part of your tattoo.
Well,
I didn't
helped
kill
him.
anybody. Elle did most of that.
Oh,
Accidentally.
Do you remember my tattoo had 4 dragons? Now there's 1, 2, 3 dragons.
That is really weird.
Yeah, it came off of my arm and got absorbed into Agu. And that was the Agu part of that tattoo.
I've never heard of a tattoo removal service.
You can use
You want to
one.
put some of his blood on it and see what happens? Because I do.
No.
Skeld is just holding his hands out for
for blood.
he's not looking at Elle, he's looking at Sid, but he just instinctively holds his hand out for blood. Whether or not it appears, he's just no, I totally get you, Sid. That's very weird. And is saying very understanding placative things as he waits for blood to appear in his hand.
All right, I got an idea, guys.
Yeah.
I think if we have enough egu to go around, what we could do is we could all go get matching tattoos.
100%.
Maybe
Patrice, I don't think we're there yet.
with dragon blood, with red dragon agu blood.
I don't have a whole lot of space left to work with.
We'll find space. You and I can find space. We both have about the same amount of space. We can figure it out. I haven't tattooed my palms yet. Have you?
Inside the web.
Or as let me do an old callback to an old game.
Very
Nice.
good. Very good.
Well done, sir.
Sark just stares and is
I'm gonna pull out the cloth that he wrapped thoughts and prayers in, unwrap them, and before he hands them back, he's just gonna grab one of them that still has blood on it and lick it.
Oh no!
and then just it's still like, and just hand them back.
Like a lizard.
Shark's not actually surprised by it. He's like,
That's what immediately happens.
Nothing immediately happens. That's not foreboding at all.
Yeah. No.
Thanks, Morgan.
That is a DM who has learned how to speak DM.
That's right.
Shark doesn't clear.
SOA wants to look at Sid.
Okay.
And she said, "Hey, I think we both know that tattoos tell stories, and the fact that Igu is gone from your tattoo, I think it's a very important part of this story."
I think for the first time since my best friend was taken and I was kicked out of or removed from military service, I'm at peace. Like, I don't feel this raging fire burning in my chest of anger or that I could have done more. I did it. I did everything I could in all the moments of Shavat being taken, and I'm at peace. And I think that going forward, no matter what happens, if I find Shavat, she's alive, I know it's going to turn out how it's supposed to. Like, I just don't feel out of balance anymore.
I don't know if I'm as far as you are on that path, but having seen the apoplectic, whatever, in all their sinfulness, that's not who I want to be. So maybe peace is the path, not rage.
And peace could be the path, but we can still go find Shavat.
No, absolutely. Like, I'm not surrendering that until I find her dead or alive. I'm going to find her. Like, but
And we'll go with you.
yeah. Oh,
We'll go
absolutely.
with you.
No, I know you guys will, and if we acquire a navy on the way to finding her, or
I mean,
we have unlimited resources that are literally at our fingertips on this cart. Like,
Most of mine's back somewhere else.
I mean, if I end up torturing to death until I murder a few people that fucked me over, and it leads us to Shavat, like, whatever. Yeah,
I'm saying
it's
we,
fine.
We take a vacation, take over whatever that country is that everybody hates.
Yeah, let's do that. And also that place where we have the miners.
Yeah, that's part of that.
It's Gansworth. It's the same place.
Yeah.
They've been threatening Haven for decades.
Yeah, we should fuck them up.
Yeah, I mean, we can just straight up buy the island from them and go kill everybody else.
We could buy the island and then take the money back when we kill them.
Yeah.
Great. I'm on board. This sounds good.
So this, as you guys finish kind of planning of what's going on, you guys wrap up your meal, and I think there's a desire for the rest of you to kind of return back to Haven, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you return to the Shirlene. Captain McKenzie doesn't say anything, but he kind of nods to each of you as the sun is slowly beginning to set, and the ship takes off and begins its northward journey to Haven. And that not only is where we will end tonight, but that's where we're going to end this campaign.
woo!
I was afraid it wasn't going to flow very well, but I think that ended very well. That was awesome, guys. I think that was a really good last episode. I wasn't sure if we were going to get another one or not. For those of you out there in Radio Land, if you want to DM, never have an exact plan of how long your campaigns are going to take, because these motherfuckers will completely just get you discombobulated. So I want to say, before we get into the wrap up and everything like that, thank you guys for letting me tell this really cool story. I think it was really fun. It was really awesome. As always, if you guys want to get in on it, get into the comments, get into everything. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and anything. You guys got anything you want to say before we wrap everything up, my friends?
Don't be afraid to tell your own stories.
Good one.
Nice.
I mean,
Every new beginning comes from some other's beginning's ends.
Nate, how many other campaigns has our table finished?
0.
Did we finish the Star Wars campaign?
No.
No. Did we only finished? The only other campaign we finished was Morgan's first campaign.
Curtis's campaign.
It was the one-off.
Curtis's one-off that took 6 months.
Oh, we finished Curtis's.
Yeah,
So
finished a
we've
module.
only finished Curtis's module and Morgan's first one-shot, and then I guess technically we completed one of Robert's one-shots.
We finished Pendelver.
Yeah, we
But
finished
that was
Pendelver.
part of a bigger campaign that we never finished.
Yes.
Like, that was a
continued
lead-in.
beyond it.
Yes.
As it was
So we
designed to be.
technically finished that module, but that campaign never ended. Morgan has really kind of technically finished the only campaign our table has ever really finished that wasn't pre-written. Is that fair to say?
We did. It wasn't a campaign. It was just
It was a module,
It was
right.
much like Fandelver.
This is the only campaign we finished. How long have we been playing?
this
9-ish years.
9-ish years. If you play D&D and
For
your
9
table
years.
has never finished a real campaign, it's okay. It took us almost a decade to finish a campaign.
I'm topping up my whiskey to celebrate once.
5 campaigns. Yeah, I've got a glass.
Yeah, and let me tell you all something too. It's just like, be patient, right? Like, we are coming up on almost 3 years of this campaign alone. Right? It'll be 3 years at the end of February. It would have been 3 years. So I want to say as always, thank you all for joining us in this adventure of cooperative storytelling. This has been probably the best thing, I think, for the table. It's been a lot of fun. It's really increased a lot of things. So I want to say thank you. I'm going to go straight out of the bottle, have my one drink. So
We're drinking some Balmer Peak in honor of some of our pod friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then
So
Colorado Distillers collaboration.
perfect.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
Here you go, guys. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
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 Cheers to good friends and good stories.
Yes.
Good friends and good stories.
Drink well, y'all.
So as always, thank you for joining us on this adventure of cooperative storytelling. If you want to engage with us in a more interactive way, please click the links below. Point. And as always, friends, drink well.
Drink well.